saw an ad on Instagram in which a guy is solving a very common problem using his AI app, which is tracking of receipts. So he takes a receipt, takes an image of it from his phone, all of the information is extracted and stored safely in a database. Today we will be building a very basic version of that exact app using n8n. So here I have made the workflow, and when I press execute, a form pops up in which I am able to upload a file. Here I will upload one of the first files, is that one of two files, which is a receipt, and we will see what it actually does. It'll extract the text, classify it, which category it is, extract all of the details, structure them nicely, and then choose which category it then actually goes to. So here I had two empty sheets, but now one is filled with the information. So this extracted that it was supposed to go in the cafe section, so it put it, or it populated the cafe section. On the second side, let's upload the other image. So we'll go back, press choose file, and here we will upload the second one. And let's see what this does. So here, instead of taking the bottom route, it'll take the top one, and it'll actually populate the second sheet. There we go, that's perfect. And if we go back to fresh foods, now you can see the items are there. And here you can see the store name, the date, the time, the item name, the quantity, the price, and of course, the payment method. The reason why this is a good automation is because it solves a common problem. And that is exactly what we are able to do with AI automations. For the past year, I have been making workflows exactly like this on n8n that allow me to solve these common problems for businesses. If you want to know how I'm able to make money out of this, please do subscribe, leave a comment, like the video so I know to keep making these tutorials, to keep making these workflows. And if you have a specific workflow that you want to build, do leave it in the comment and maybe I will build that next. Right, let's get on to the build. All right, let's build the workflow in n8n. And the way we're gonna do this is we're actually going to, so this is gonna be a live build. I haven't built this just yet. So I'll actually use a form, an n8n form, and we'll make it a trigger. That's okay. We don't need the URL authentication. It's fine. Form title. We'll give it a title like upload your receipt. I don't need to give it a description, I don't think. Field name, image, and this is going to be a file. Multiple files, we'll leave that off for now, and we'll leave that also, and then we'll make this required. Okay, let's just see how that looks. I'll just execute this workflow. And yeah, this is good enough for the demo. So if I do that, there's my face there. So I'll just, I have just generated these from Nano Banana just to have some sort of receipts that we can upload. So there we go, form has been submitted. And as you can see, this is what the file looks like. So if I press view, I see the entire file. Sweet. Now, the next step will be actually the OCR system. So there's two ways we can do this, right? The first one is obviously OpenAI and their analyze image. Okay, so here we will connect the correct so here we will have our credentials connected. Here model, we will just choose what will we choose? So I think these are the only options we have, right? So I'll just choose for Mini. Let's just leave it at what's in this image, and it will be a binary file because we have an actual binary file there. Simplify output. Let's just see what this gives out. Waiting to execute. The item has no binary file named data, right? Because this is named image. So what we can potentially do is there a way to rename this? There we go. Field name, we'll just name this data. Okay, is that, I'll have to upload it again. That's okay. Let's upload that. Submit. Submitted. There we go. See if that'll work. That's it. So now we get some information. It says the image shows a receipt from a place called The Daily Grind, dated October 27th, whatever. The receipt lists the following items. Boom, 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 boom. Sweet. So this is kind of like our optical character recognition. This is one way to do it. The way I like it actually is using Mistral AI. This is my favorite way to do OCR because it can extract text. That's its sole responsibility, right? Documents resource. Yep, extract text, that's fine. Document type is actually an image. Input binary data, that's all good. So let's see what this looks like as opposed to the OpenAI version. And I think this will be able to just extract the text without any interpretation. And yes, that is exactly what it is. So there's pages. We'll just look at the extracted text, the daily grind, the date, the items, and so on and so forth. Perfect. I think I prefer this. I'll leave this out for now. The next thing we will do is actually we will put this entire extracted text into OpenAI, and we're going to do message a model. Right, so in the message a model OpenAI node, we will connect our credentials again. We will choose a model, and here I think even 4 mini should also be okay, just because the cheapest and the fastest. And what we want to do then, I think, is if we do add message and it becomes a prompt. No. Yeah, role, we will keep this as we'll give it a system prompt. So I will give it a system prompt and I'll make something up. You are an expert at OCR and quantities. Actually, I'll put this as one field, and I think I'll figure out, well, I think I want to put this as one field, and I'll explain why if it goes well. So next is, of course, actually I want all 3 in one field, including the price and price. We will give it an example. We love giving examples here. We will do card. Perfect. So we'll just specify that this is an example. There we go. So now it should be able to extract everything like that. And here we will add another message, and this will be a user prompt. And I'll just do that. Actually, instead of saying below, because someone said I said below, you will get all the extracted text from a receipt. Your responsibility is to output. Yeah, that's fine. And then output content as JSON. Okay, let's just run that and see what that does. There we go, JSON. Let's see, it's a lot of other information as well. Why didn't it give me all of that? Can I? Okay, that's strange. Item, so the store name, it got date, time, yes, item name, quantity, price. See this? Okay, it put it into an array, which is okay, I guess. Interesting. So I guess in the example, I should have given it more than just one. Yeah, so how would it actually do all of that? So what we will do then, okay, let's just see what happens. So next we want to put it actually into the sheet. So we will open the sheets node. Here we will say append row in sheet. We will connect the correct account. Let's see if the correct sheet comes up. There we go, captured receipts. And then the next we will just simply put sheet 1 here. Right, so actually in the sheet we need to put the columns again. So it was right. So we have all of that set up. We'll go back. We'll go on to the sheets node, and all the names are there. So here, so what I'm realizing is that because a receipt will have multiple items, and we want to append each item in a new row every single time, we kind of want the items to be more than just one, right? Because if it's just one coming out, that means I only have the ability to append it once. So we want it multiple times. So we're going to actually have to do some data manipulation using ChatGPT's assistance, of course, and a function node or a code node. So what we will instead do, instead of just trying to append one item, we will split this. We will split the purpose of this AI model into 2. So instead of saying, give me all of this, we will just say, give me the item. So first we will just get store name, date, time, the ones that are static. So I'll actually, let me make a duplicate of this before I start deleting things. There we go. Then I'm going to remove the item names and all of this stuff. Okay, so this will always stay the same in one receipt. This will stay the same. That will stay the same. Payment method will stay the same. So I'll just remove that as well. And here I will specify in all caps, ignore the item details. Let's see what that gives. Let's see. So store name, perfect. That's good. Then we will add another one. So this duplicate here. And what we will do is tell it to just give us the item names, quantities, and price. So instead of price or cost, same thing. We'll just add that. And then we'll just do this, indicating that there'll be more than one item. So let's run till here. Invalid value for content expected a string, not null. Oh, right. So this prompt actually needs to be this. So markdown. There we go. Let's run that again. Or markdown or extracted text, actually. It's better to use markdown because language models are better understanding of markdown as opposed to just string text. So here we go. It's coming into an array. That's fine. So now this is what we will do. Before we append anything to the Google Sheet rows, we're going to add a function node, and what function or what code to put in here so that we can get multiple items. We will explain that the story, the entire thing to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will give us the answer. So we'll copy this. We'll go on to ChatGPT. We'll say, I am building an OCR receipt info extraction visual items. Give me the function node. Right, so we will let ChatGPT do all the heavy lifting. There we go. Here's a function node. You can drop right in after your LLM step. It takes one incoming item and emits one item per line item. So I'll just simply copy this, go back, go on to the function or code node, paste it in here. Let's see what this does. There we go. So now it's taking in one item and it's outputting 4 items. This is exactly what we needed. There we go. So each item is its own field, I guess. And this simply we can connect now to the append row in sheet tool. And what this means is that this tool will run 4 times as opposed to just running the one time. Right, so then we'll open the append row in sheet node. We will see that in here, we have the store name from the first message model. The store name is right there. And we have, of course, the date. The time goes right there. And then we will get these from the second one. But before we move on, we'll just put the payment method right there, right? So we will get our price or the items from this node. So we will put item name there. We will put quantity there, and we will finally put price there. Now what this means is that if I run this correctly, it will run 4 times, and each time it'll append a different item because that's how many items there were. So now if we go back on here, we see that the items are appended correctly. So I'll just make this. So yep, that's fine. And here item was latte grande. All of this stuff is correct. And all of the prices are correct too. Were these two the same prices? Were they? Let's see. 350, 350. Okay. So that means that that's working. Now let's try, I'll just save this, a different image. So I'll clear execution, execute workflow. And here we will actually upload a different one, not the same one. And we'll submit this, see what this does. There we go. Form has been submitted. It's doing its thing, categorizing all of the stuff. Let's see. And this code node is an absolute hack. So here, as we can see, the 3 items. So it outputted 3 items and it needs to append 3 different ones in Google Sheet. And we see that it did. Right, this was the previous one. There we go. All of this is new and it's working perfectly. Next, what we will do to make it a little more complex and a little more impressive, I guess, would be to categorize based on the actual receipt and push it to a certain sheet, right? So here, if we wanted this to be, for example, just for, I'll say coffee. And then the next one, what was all of this stuff? Artisanal cheese, fresh. So I'll do fresh foods because I think that's what it will categorize it as, I think. So here we will go back and instead of just appending, we will make this, right, so I'll disconnect this. In the last language model or the AI model node, what I will do is I will also say output one single JSON categorizing the receipt between these 2 options. Either it was, what was it? Coffee. Actually, I'll name this Café, and then or fresh foods. Okay, because these were the 2 categories that we chose here. So instead of coffee, I'll name this Café. Of course, the more categories you have here, the more you would list here. Example. I'll just do that. Category. Then we will do, so this specific one was latte grande. So this would come under Café. Okay, happy. Let's run this entire thing. I'll just upload this one. There you go. So instead of having to keep uploading this thing, I'll just pin this. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but I'll just pin that. And let's see what this output looked like. Category fresh foods, organic apples, artisanal cheese block, fresh sourdough loaf. Okay, so this is correct. So what we will actually do is here we will add an if node, and if the category is equal to, what was it, fresh foods, we will go true. Right. So I'll just also pin these so it doesn't have to keep generating new responses. So also this, the entire thing is good. And here we go. It pushes all of the items up. And here what we will do is connect this, but make this specifically for fresh foods. And now I think we'll have to remap. So there's no columns in fresh foods. So we'll copy this entire thing, paste all of that there, go back and refresh this. There we go. And just do the same thing one more time. So item goes there, payment method. Okay, that looks good. And we'll just duplicate both of these, put them here. So if it's false, meaning it's the other category, of course, here we will just simply put Café. Okay, that should be good. Let's run the first one. So this is fresh foods, so it should go on top. And of course, fresh foods is populated here. I'll just delete all of this. So the next time I upload a Café image, it should then go into cafes. So I'll just clear this. I'll execute workflow. It will choose a file and we'll choose the second one. I believe it was this one, and submit. So this, if it goes all correctly, it's supposed to go down here. So let it generate. If, and then it's not there, and of course it goes down. And if we go back, it is correctly populated into the Café sheet. Now, what this means is that we're able to identify receipts, we're able to categorize them, send them to a specific sheet, and keep track of all incoming receipts organize them nicely, see their totals, see what payment methods was used, see which item was used, the time, the date, and of course, which store it came from. And that's how you build an AI receipt tracking automation in n8n in just a few minutes. So if you found this video at all helpful, please do leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe so I do know to continue making these videos. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Cheers.